Hello, children. Welcome back to our English class. Last class we had recapitulated the whole lesson. I hope all of you might have gone through the lesson, and I hope you all have cleared all your doubts. If you still have doubts, children, please note it down and you can give me a call or just rectify your doubts with me. I hope I have made myself very, very clear. Today, we are going to discuss few questions, long answer questions, and short answer questions will fall into these long answer questions. So you can sort out. Okay. So today we are going to discuss few long answer type questions, how to write them and how many points. I hope you know 6 marks for the long answer questions. There should be minimum 4 points. Okay. That you have to keep in mind. Okay, so the first question that we are going to discuss is what are Jeff Green's reasons for including high school students on the ICE expedition? There are few reasons that he has given why he wanted the children to have an hands-on experience of Antarctica. Okay, why did he stop carrying the other people and everything? All these reasons you have to put together into this particular lesson. The reasons Jeff Green gives in The Journey to the End of the Earth for including high school students on the ICE expedition are as follows. First point, he was really tired carting rich, affluent, and the well-known people from their place to Antarctica, because even though they also got enriched with a lot of knowledge, but they could do very little for their Mother Earth. But on the other hand, if he carted these small children to Antarctica, these children could give more and help more in conservation of the earth, because they are the policy makers of tomorrow. Okay, this is the first point. Then second one, he wanted to give something inspiring. Okay, he wanted to give something inspiring and informative in the field of education. Okay, and indirectly he wanted to give, let me make it clear, he wanted to give children something very inspiring and informative in the field of education, and indirectly, inversely, it would have a good impact on the earth. Okay, the children could take all their knowledge and use it up in helping the earth to recover from the pathetic situation in which it is. Then the third point would be, he wanted the children to understand and respect the earth. Like when we read things in the book, we really do not realize the intensity or the seriousness of any of the concepts. When we talk about global warming, when we talk about the ice sheets melting in the books, and you read and you discuss, even when you discuss in your classrooms, you rarely realize how important it is. Okay, so when you see it with your eyes, when you experience it, when you see it with your naked eyes, that is when you understand, and when you get a proper understanding of things, you start respecting. And that is what Jeff Green wanted. He wanted the young generation to understand and as well as pay respect to their Mother Earth. And when you have respect, you start working for that person. Then the fourth point is providing students with life challenging experience. So in Antarctica, it's really life challenging experience, because children, they really realize how difficult it is to survive in extreme climate, and how important is the conservation of each and every minute creature on this earth. Okay, like Tishani Doshi gives the example of phytoplanktons. Okay, similarly, and walking on ice, all these are really life challenging experiences, and you learn new aspects of the world. You learn new concepts of this earth. Okay, that is what he wanted through this expedition. Now, the next point that you can add on is absorb, absorbing and recreating, acting on it. Okay, so these children, because they are at that age, they are very good at absorbing the newfound knowledge about the earth and knowledge and experience, and in accordance with this experience they would be able to act actively in guarding and saving mother earth. So children, these are the 5 points that you are going to concentrate on. First, he was tired of carting famous people to the end of the earth, that is to Antarctica, because there was limitations for them to give better ways to help earth. Whereas if he carted children, they could, as they are the policy makers of future, they could give better to the earth. Second, he wanted them to get something very inspiring and informative in the field of education. Third, he wanted them to understand and respect the earth. Fourth, he wanted to provide students with life challenging experience. Then the fifth one, it's like this. It's that he wanted children at this age, as the children were of this age, he expected them to absorb things, absorb the knowledge, experience everything very nicely, and then act upon the experience that they have got, and guard and save the mother earth. I hope the answer is very clear to you, all the points we have discussed. Okay, let's go on to the next question, which is very important. Why is Antarctica the apt place to go to understand the Earth's present, past, and future? A very solid and very good question. Okay, first point, that is, Antarctica is the apt place to go to understand the Earth's past, present, past, and future, because we can know better about, first point is the blanket of carbon dioxide. That is the study of the increase of carbon dioxide on this earth due to the burning of fossil fuel and due to the activities of human beings, and how it is inversely affecting the global warming. And due to global warming, increase in global warming, how it affects the other living organisms on this earth. Okay, so through all these concepts we can learn about. So if you go to Antarctica, as we have already discussed, it's pristine, it's very intact, not tampered with. So if you go there, you can learn about the increase in the amount of carbon dioxide or increase in global warming. Now, second thing, there are many questions that are unanswered and debated upon. Okay, and Tishani Doshi wanted to reach that place, and if you go to that place, you will be able to get answers to all these debated questions, like will the Antarctica ice sheets melt entirely? So all the questions are all the points are interrelated. If there is increase in global warming but natural, Antarctica ice sheets would melt. So this you will realize only if you go to Antarctica. Then next question, will it be the end of the earth? So These are the general debated questions. So to get an answer to all these questions, you can go to Antarctica because it is the apt place. And if you go there, if you get answers to all these questions, you will be able to know about the future of the Earth. Now, next, very important. Okay, original condition of the Earth ages and ages back. So you will be able to understand the original condition, that is Pangaea, Gondwana, then how it split, how Antarctica was once flourishing with all kinds of flora and fauna, what happened to them, how today Antarctica has become an isolated part of the earth. Why did it become so cold? How? Okay, all these questions, that is past of the earth, we come to know. And there are many animals that we have never seen and talked about or thought about. Their fossils are intact in the ice covered grounds of Antarctica. So that also enables us to know more about Antarctica and the Earth's origin. How did Earth originate? Okay, children, there are few more questions that we need to discuss about, so we'll discuss it in the next class. Okay, so in this, Antarctica is the apt place. The first thing is blanket of carbon dioxide, how to study about the increase of carbon dioxide content in the atmosphere, and inversely it increases the global warming, inversely it affects the earth. Then we would get the answers to all the debated questions till today, that is, will Antarctica ice sheets melt? Will it be the end of the earth? Etc. Then we come to know about the past of the earth, Pangaea, then Gondwana, and how all or even India and Antarctica were once together, a single unit of earth, and how how due to the tectonic plates, how the portions were split into different places, and how once Antarctica was flourishing with flora and fauna, and what are the reasons that today Antarctica is covered with ice sheets. So all these things we come to know only if we go to Antarctica, and that is why Tishani Doshi says that Antarctica is the apt place to go to understand Earth's present, past and future. Children, will stop here. Tomorrow again we'll have some more discussions of few more questions, and then we'll move on to the next chapter. Okay children, thank you. Have a good day.